important to be positive. And it's hard to do that when it seems that we're doing the best we can, and yet things aren't getting any better. Sometimes they seem to continue to get worse. Well, sometimes we ignored all those warning signs along the way. Or we kind of got the hint, but we kept pushing it, because like Scarlett O'Hara, we thought, well, I'll think about that tomorrow. I'll worry about that tomorrow. And then tomorrow brings a fresh set of obligations and commitments and challenges and chores. And before you know it, it begins to snowball. And then all of a sudden, this humongous snowball the size of a house comes rolling over us, and we say, what happened? Where did it come from? I didn't see it coming. Probably because we didn't want to see it coming. Now, people are all individuals, and each one of us experiences different things in our life, and each one of us responds to things differently, whether it's a challenge or rather it's something wonderful. So I can't tell any of you how to live your life any more than you can tell me. That doesn't mean we don't try from time to time, though, does it? It's such fun to tell somebody else what to do. It's just so much fun. You can just give them all the benefit of your wisdom and then let it go. You've done your part. It's up to them. And many adults are like I am when someone starts telling me what to do, even if it is absolutely common sense, even if it is logical, even if it's a wonderful thought that it had not occurred to me, I still get my back up. Who are you to tell me what I could do, or should do, or need to do? Now, thankfully, after I've had time to chew on it a little while, thankfully I'll come around. But I keep telling myself as a grown-up, I should be able to do that immediately. I shouldn't have to chew on it. I shouldn't have to get over my own ego first. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. So this learning process in our lives is a continuing process. Sometimes it can be very severe. Sometimes it can be very gentle. It is a change in our life, and life does change constantly. Although it's not quite so apparent here in the South, where we don't have the seasonal changes. There are still small, subtle things in nature that remind us that things are changing, things are evolving, things are moving on. If we spend too much time in our cave or our cocoon, it's going to be that much harder to catch up to everyone and everything else when we do finally emerge, either on our own or a dear loved one dragging us out. So it behooves us to listen to Spirit, try not to ignore their suggestions, their cautions, their encouragements. We're not here alone. And perhaps that's one of the most beautiful things of being a part of a church family. We are all individuals, and nothing made that more apparent than attending the convention this week, let me tell you. Everybody has strong opinions. But you know what? I have to say, this convention, people did make their points very firmly. Their concerns were absolutely established, but it was done with harmony. There was not yelling and screaming and sarcastic remarks made. None of that. There was a huge amount of respect for one another's ideas, for their suggestions, for their beliefs. And there was great acknowledgement that if the religion, the philosophy, and the science of spiritualism is going to grow, it is going to be very important that we work together, not only within our own churches, but with spiritualists in other NSAC churches, with spiritualists in other organizations, with spiritualists around the world, and with other denominations. We cannot afford to stand alone anymore. We cannot. The future of our religion, and in my opinion, the future of humanity, lies in working together. Understanding we have different ideas. Understanding that we have different opinions. But as our pioneer, Andrew Jackson Davis, told us, under all circumstances, keep an even mind. And I'm going to try to remind you of that, and I sincerely hope that you will remind me of that as well. Because this world is a beautiful place, full of so many blessings, and there is so much love and acceptance and assistance right there for us, from the world of spirit, from one another. What a beautiful world. Thank you.